You should still get 1 for 1.
I'll go 4 for 1 and a nude pic to your DM.
Don't DM him about that. Hey, welcome to episode 6 of State of the Union for the Better Beer Bros.
We've made it. More than 5 episodes.
We're here. You're welcome. 99% of YouTube has not seen us yet. We're trying to change that, so spread the word, please. Get us out to your friends. They probably won't care just as much as you don't care about what we think about craft beer in the world today. But we're going to give you our review anyway.
Even if you didn't ask for it.
Especially because you didn't ask for it. You're getting it. You're taking it. You're going to like it.
Someone asked for it, like last week. So we got 4 new subscribers on YouTube. That's huge because that was
almost a full hand of people that are going to get it this week. It's a knife hand. It's going to get it.
You're just going to chop them?
It's a chap.
Well, we're drinking first, I guess. Let's go there.
We're still on our all-together kick right now. I have about 30 of these all-together beers that we've collected. Thank you to a lot of you guys that have provided them out there. You know who you are. We're trying them all. There's some good, there's some bad. You know, there's some places that, I thought could have done better. There's some places that I thought were going to completely ruin it that killed it. So,
yeah.
A lot of good surprises. We're not going to mention many names. This is a decent one. It's middle of the road.
Altogether, I'm tired of drinking altogether.
We got a lot more to go. We're going to be drinking for a few more State of the Union, so we got a little bit more to drink. But I think one of the things we wanted to really talk about that's kind of important and it's almost a given in today's beer world is beer trading. The do's, the don'ts of trading empty collectibles to your buddy.
Do trade.
Yeah.
But don't be stingy.
Have etiquette. Play by the rules. We have certain standards in this beer community about trading. We do. And if you think you're going to get away with, stealing beer or not, sending what you're supposed to, think again. Because the beer police are better than the Gestapo. They really are. You will get banned. They will call your wife, your work. They will post everything on you. You will be found out one way or another if you think you're going to.
They're pretty much going to dox you, right? Like, I mean,
you're going to get doxed, man.
try to cheat somebody.
Go ahead. Try. I only had to call somebody out one time. Not
gonna mention any names.
I'm not. He made it right after I, made it very clear that I wasn't going to accept what was going on. He promptly Venmo'd me. So we were good. We were good after that.
Promptly.
That's
a strong word.
It was like within 5 minutes of me mentioning things on one or two sites.
On certain groups and sites, right?
Yeah. There is a page called the Bad Beer Traders page, which you can tag someone in. Now, don't do so lightly. This is not the boy who cried wolf. It's not the Me Too movement.
Cry wolf, you might get a bag of shit on your doorstep.
This has to be a legitimate claim. If you bad beer trade post somebody and start doxing them, this has to be you have to have evidence. If they did not touch you where you said they touched you, you cannot dox them. You can't, because then this blame's going to go on you. So don't do it. So that's why we're having a video like this. So we can kind of explore these options and just make sure that you guys understand, hey, I'm making a good trade. I can feel comfortable about this, and I know that I'm not going to get screwed over. And if I do get screwed over, what do I do?
And it's scary. I mean,
it can be.
I've not been a big trader. I mean, Josh has always taken care of that. Got us a really, really good beer, empty cans. Yeah. But I've done a few recently, and it's scary. I mean, even though when you know and trust somebody, it's still scary. I mean, you've got a lot of money and time invested, and you just want to get your return.
But nothing's better than waiting by your window.
Yeah, that is.
For that FedEx, UPS, USPS driver to come by. Sometimes all 3 of them. It's a hat trick when you got a package of each coming in.
Hat trick, I like it.
I had one a couple weeks ago.
Like that throwing the octopus on the ice and everything.
It was up there with some of the best days of my life. It was great. It's like Christmas, because there's a present. You already know what it is, but you ain't supposed to know. You're not supposed to know. So let's start from the bare bones. Okay. So say you have something to trade. Hopefully you have something that's not bought from a shelf. Find your local brewery that people like beer from.
If you live near Monkish and Electric, just DM me. I'll give you some really good gooey collectibles. DMs. Slide in. Slide in. It's wide open for you.
Slide in there. But find what your local great brewery is. Not good, not find it on the shelf, but great brewery that sells out that day, if not the next day. Find out what that is. Identify your brewery. Identify your trade resource first, I would say.
What if that brewery identifies as a nano brewery?
Well, then you better get macro amounts of that nano. Step 2, find out what you want, right? Yeah. I mean, if you found your way to the Better Beer Bros page, you have plenty of inspiration from all the members that have posted all this great stuff, and please keep posting your great beer, guys. Seriously, if you post a beer that I haven't had yet, I'm gonna find it. Like, if it looks that tasty.
Well, first I'm gonna like, I'm gonna comment, and then I'm gonna find it.
And then slip in your DMs.
It is slipping your DMs.
So,
where you get that from?
Yeah, find out what you like, man. I mean, you know, the internet will always tell you about it. You know, you'll always get an honest review from us, even if you didn't ask for it. So subscribe, hit the little bell button below to get notifications to whenever we post a video, so you don't miss it. You know, we'll keep you in the loop of some of these beers that we're trying. You know,
well, and State of the Union comes every Friday religiously, right?
Religiously.
But there's gonna be more.
Yes.
It's gonna be more coming.
Yep. It's like Ash Wednesday, but it's every Friday, and you didn't ask for it. So.
As I find time, or we find time in our busy lives to just talk dumb on camera, then we're gonna send it to you. It's fun.
So you found your brewery that's near you. You got, oh, man, you came home with a case of beer that you know, oh man, this is a great trade bait. And now you're like, oh man, I need some of them triple Slurpee slushies and some of them stouty mixed stout faces.
Is trade bait like clickbait?
Kinda, but I mean, you're more susceptible to trade bait.
It's true.
Yeah.
I want good beer.
Bait,
I want good beer.
Told you about. Yeah.
So, never mind.
Most beer groups. So there's one of two ways you can go about it. The most efficient way, I will say, is Instagram. Go to a brewery, like the brewery you want, like the stouty mixed stout face barrel aged stout you want. Go to that specific brewery's webpage, to that release that you want. Go to where it says, hey, we're releasing the stouty mixed stout face barrel aged edition. Go to that and type in their comments. Just comment on the post. Hey, for trade, local ass brewery I got. And name what it is, you know, Empty Collectibles. And then in search of this, private message me.
Boom.
That's the easiest, most direct way to do it. And it's off the books. It's, you know, nobody's, you know, criticizing what you say. It's all in private message at that point between you and whoever decides to hit you up. Now, if you don't get any bites on that, which that will happen, you know, you might need to cast a few nets out there at that point.
Either A, your brewery is unheard of, or B, your brewery's not that great.
Tier 2 is go to Facebook. Almost every brewery out there has a fan page. Okay? A fan page where empty collectibles of that brewery are traded. They're, you know, shipped from one person to another. You know, you just search what that brewery is.
Yeah.
So
what are you looking for?
Yeah, you're
like
looking
creamy,
for Stouty McStout Face fan
like
page.
better.
It's out there.
You like Mosaic? What you looking for?
Yeah, join that group just like you did Better Beer Bros.
Yeah.
Go to the Better Beer Bros in the link below.
And then tell that group to join Better Beer Bros.
Yeah, and go in the link below. If you haven't already, join Better Beer Bros in the link below. But go to that group, whatever, you know, brewery group that is, and just go, you know, follow the rules that they have in place. But say, you know, hey, for trade, this beer that I got, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter, whatever you got. Say, in search of Stouty McStout Face, Barrel Aged Edition.
Boom.
Boom. Now, you might get a little bit more criticism on Facebook because there's not much of a filter there for people. But you're also going to get some people hit you up. And you know what? If nobody hits you up, then you might just need to up your ante. Say, look, I'm willing to trade a little bit more in your favor. For one, I'm willing.
What's its other half and you're just addicted like me?
You should still get 1 for 1.
I'll go 4 for 1 and a nude pic to your DM.
Don't DM him about that. Just don't do it. It's bad. You're not gonna get it. But no, I mean those are some of the in and outs of trading. So this week on Better Beer Bros, you know we're drinking another Other Half stout.
Got those stouts though.
You guessed it. It's from Other Half. It's a stout.
It's full. Why is mine so full? Too full.
7 deadly layers. You had to have all those layers in there, Stephen.
Or 12 deadly ounces. Whatever comes first.
Well, that's, you know, I mean, it is what it is. You have your amount, I have mine. We're not going to talk about it. But it's a collab with Moxa.
Stouts go right to his head.
You're right somewhere. But we wanted to talk to you guys about the brewery of the week this week.
Yeah.
Which is?
Tripping Animals, near Orlando, right?
Doral, Florida.
Doral, yeah.
They're more towards Miami. Tripping Animals, you know all about them already.
Yeah.
They got the high ass animals on their graphics. It's great.
So all their animals are just high, right?
Oh, they're on something. But better is their beer. Their IPAs are spectacular.
We've had a couple, right? Not many.
Yeah, the Ever Haze was a great one. It has a high alligator on it. They got some good sours coming out of there. I've heard a lot of good things about the sours. I've had a lot of the haze. They got great stout bottles they just started. Vortex of Darkness. I have a bottle of it.
I like all those things.
It hasn't been opened yet. I've been told to sit on it for a little bit, so it's gonna sit. But one of these episodes we're gonna crack it whenever the COVID dies down and you can start cruising again. If you can go on Carnival, Norwegian, any of those places that go out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami, anything like that. Make sure you go to Tripping Animals first. Trigger the trade. You're allowed to carry on like a case of pop with you or soda or whatever the hell you say wherever you're from.
Yeah, but wait a minute, you're not going to fit those 16-ounce cans in your 12-ounce box. First of all, unless you're a beast, I don't know.
If you peel the labels off of an empty collectible and put the label on a different empty collectible and you put it back into an empty collectible box and you reseal the empty collectible box, then I wouldn't notice the difference. But
the key is too, the guy checking you in, just give him $20, right? There's going to be a guy there. He's going to check your bags in. He's going to have some jokes. He's going to make you feel comfortable. Just give him $20 and be like, "Oh man, make sure my bags don't get searched." Ha ha ha. That shit works. He's going to skip your bags right to the
Give him a Jesse James.
He's going to skip your bags right to the front. He's going to give that guy $10 and say, "Hey man, this guy said don't check his bags," and he's like, "All right,
so give
I
him
ain't gonna
two
check
tens. Give him 2 tens.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 2 tens. Make it easy on him. And that's how you get your stuff.
If you're trying to get some empty collectibles to bring with you on a cruise, then Tripping Animals is a great one, and I highly recommend them. They've made their way up here to Delaware.
It's better than the beer you're gonna find in Nassau. I'll tell you that.
God.
What's that? Pirate Bay?
Pirate Republic. It's an overpriced tourist trap.
Just skip right past them.
I'm not gonna shit on them, but at the same time, it's like $30. You get a mug. A lot of cruise lines right now have breweries on board, which Carnival does.
Always pay for the drink package. Let's be honest. Yep. Don't cut yourself short. Just pay for the drink package. It's worth it.
And don't cut yourself. It's not worth it.
If you're gonna cut yourself, DM me. I'm a veteran, so I've got a lot of experience calling the veterans hotline. I can talk you out of a cut. Just call me.
I'm also a veteran. Hey, don't call me. Call him.
Let's put that pressure on me.
Yes.
I got you. I got you. Before we get too far though, let's actually talk about what we poured. I think we just skipped right over that earlier. 7 deadly sins, or I'm sorry, layers. Sorry, I was a play on words and I missed it. 7 deadly layers. We got Imperial Stout, walnuts, coconut, cocoa nibs, graham cracker, my favorite, and butterscotch. That's not my favorite, but the graham cracker tastes better than the butterscotch. So there you have it.
It's a collab with Moxa from
who?
California. Moxa.
Never heard of her.
Well, she's heard of you.
Yes, she has.
And a lot of you guys out there probably have heard of Moxa before. They do a lot of good like coffee stouts, and their bottles are actually very hard to get. So if you get a Moxa, hold on to it. If you see one somewhere and you can trade for it, snag it because it's great. They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
So this is obviously a great beer. It's like straight up coffee barrel syrup. It's breakfast / drunkards.
I would drink this instead of eating breakfast.
Yeah, me
I'll
too.
be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't eat breakfast anyway, so just be an added bonus to be drunk throughout the day. Because it is 14%. So
after drinking this, I don't wake up in time for breakfast. So I just go right on to brunch.
That's true. That's true.
So brunch got my back.
As always, I didn't think I introduced us.
You can't introduce us and then leave. Like hey guys,
as always,
it's us. See ya.
As always, with Brew DE, Josh tries beer at Better Beer Bros. Wow, we got all the way to the end for that. That's great. That means that's how you know you get a good night of drinking. So
follow us. We already know y'all. We already know who you are.
We feel comfortable with all 34 of you on YouTube. and 300 of you in the Facebook group that don't go and watch our videos. Thank you.
Make sure you follow us. Make sure you go on YouTube and click the follow, click the notification button so you know when we post a video.
You can join us in our closet like R. Kelly.
Share us with your friends so we're not as lonely in this closet.
It is lonely in this closet. Keep being a better beer, bro. We'll see you back next week. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Thank you.